stuff wrong because you were saying it wrong. What happened to mommy? Mommy went and married herself to America. Right. Now there is no more mommy doing the homework. Mommy ain't got time. Mama got a life too now. Mommy was invested in the future generations of the children, and that made doctors, that made lawyers, that made scientists, that made engineers. We were a full family unit, and we abandoned everything that made us great and strong as a people to go and join our oppressors.
One Westworld.
Right. Everything is lawful. Westworld. The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking bone. 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your dome. Keep cool, ain't no running up. How damn, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? You drawing, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty is sick and she knows she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason I'm going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westworld, no way around it. Heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a challenge.
12% of the population, cause we unalive a whole generation of children every year. Every year. And they lie to you and say, well, if it's a sexual assault, do you want to make sure you make a way for them to get rid of them children? But that's not even mathematically, when you look at the stats on that, that's less than 1%. Less than 1% of a population that's only 12%. We don't know math. This church done told us they done destroyed our mind, our mental capacity so much, we don't even know how to count no damn more. We can't even count no more. They've destroyed our reading comprehension. They've destroyed our math skills. They've destroyed our reasoning abilities.
How did we learn how to do all of that reading and that math in the first place? Does anybody remember how you were able to learn all of that reading and math and counting? How did we learn how to do that? Anybody know? Who was the one that was making sure that we could read and write and count and do our numbers? Where were we learning that at? What happened? How did we lose all of that reading comprehension and our ability to count Yagadar? What happened? Was it the teacher? Did we get worse teachers? No, I don't think it was the teachers. Was it voting? You voted more. Our cities have always had black mayors. Everybody on the council and the board has always been black, selling dope, doing all kind of robberies and scams. How in the world did we learn how to read, write, and count and all of those wonderful things that our kids can't do now? You know how we learned to do that? Mothers used to teach the kids how to read, write, and count. Right. Mommy did. Mommy was the one yelling and cussing at you because you didn't know what 2 times 5 was. You didn't know what time the train was going to be on the west side of town if it leaves the station at 3 p.m. during rush hour on a Wednesday. Mommy was the one that was working that homework with you, making sure you could read, hitting you, calling you names because you were spelling stuff wrong, because you were saying it wrong. What happened to mommy? Mommy went and married herself to America. Right. Now there is no more mommy doing the homework. Mommy ain't got time. Mama got a life too now. Mommy was invested in the future generations of the children, and that made doctors, that made lawyers, that made scientists, that made engineers. We were a full family unit, and we abandoned everything that made us great and strong as a people to go and join our oppressors. Right. Think about that for a moment. Everybody mad at kids skipping school. You know when kids cared about school? When they spent all night doing homework and working on projects with their parents. And they were proud to go to school and read before the class because they rehearsed it. They were proud to show off the project that they were working for because they rehearsed it. They were proud to show and write on the chalkboard what the answer to the math problem was, or proud to raise their hand in the class. You know why? Because somebody gave a damn about their education. Somebody put them first. Somebody lost sleep for them. Somebody got gray hairs for them. Somebody went without for them. Somebody did their shift the next day at work with one bloodshot eye because they spent all night making sure their sons and daughters could read, write, and arithmetic, which is what they used to call it. Us joining America destroyed everything that made us strong.
Right.
You could rely on your children's education to make sure you didn't get taken advantage of when you got older. Now, you can't rely on your kids to go to school when you go to work. They doubling back in the house, having all kind of sex parties, drug parties, gang parties. How did that happen? You got rid of that father out the house.
Right.
You got rid of that father. He might not have been there when you went to school. He might have been asleep when you got home, but you for damn sure was not going to have your behind in that house.
Right.
You wasn't going to leave school and come back in that house. Your daughter wasn't going to sneak no boys in that house. Your son wasn't going to sneak the gang to roll up and bag up in that house. Not with daddy there. But America told you to get rid of daddy. America told you you should rule over daddy. America told you that daddy was just a paycheck. Daddy was just child support. Daddy was restricting your freedom. Daddy was blocking your blessing. Daddy was telling you what to do. Daddy don't own me. Daddy don't tell you how to dress. You grown and can do bad by yourself. Look what happened to your daughter. Look what happened to your son. Look what happened to you. You scared of a knock on your door. Ain't nobody knocked on the door when daddy was home, because they seen him there. They seen him changing the tire in the parking lot. They seen that masculinity in the house. They seen how them kids respected that order. They seen, you know damn well, if you want to do something that ain't right, you don't want no opposition from no house with no man in there. He liable to break your neck, go upside your head, go upside his kid's head. You understand? He gonna keep in proper order. And that is what God set up in the earth.
That's right.
America destroyed that. You understand? The fight against that is satanic, man. And the Spirit of God is to put things back in their proper order. What this priest is telling you is exactly how God wanted it, how God demands for it to be, and how it's going to be if you want to survive World War III and these race and civil wars that's coming up. Make no mistake, Jesus Christ said there was going to be race wars, world wars, civil wars, and nuclear wars. And Donald Trump and Kamala Harris cannot stop it either way. Keep dropping.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one